What's going on, everybody? My name is Jamie Rochelle. For those who don't know, I am a third year here at Georgia Tech, graduating this May. And I did recently just finish up my football career, because I did play football here all 3 years. And for those of y'all who remember Coach Collins, I actually did start my career here with Coach Collins. So I do have the kind of insight to be able to give y'all from that time, and just in this video, I hope to shed light on what I personally think changed, and just kind of give my personal experience, because I was fortunate enough to experience a team go from 3-9. Although they didn't go 3-9 a season I was here, they had recently just come from 3-9. So I was here that summer. I went through that whole summer workout, that whole summer process, and then during my season, Coach Collins was dismissed, and that is when Coach Key took over his interim year. And I was on the team when we were having all the crazy road wins and all that, and just kind of surprising people to, then a pretty good year the following year, where we made a bowl game for the first time in 6 years, 2018. So that was cool to go to the Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa. And then I also experienced this last year, when I went to Dublin. We beat Florida State, did all kinds of crazy things, beat Miami here, should have beat Georgia. Georgia should have lost in the Thriller. I don't like to talk about that game. We won't get into that too much, but I'm just letting my credibility out there that I have seen it all. These last 3 years, I have been in the middle of it. So I'm kind of gonna let y'all know what I think was the root. Not even just what I think was the change. It's kind of just just give fresh insight and let you guys formulate your own opinions. How about that? This is no script. This is just me talking raw. Please go ahead and subscribe if you like it to this point. Give it a like. It's a free and easy way to support my channel, as I'm on the journey to monetization. So, and then I am dropping a podcast this Monday, 7 a.m. Check that out on it's going to drop on another channel. I'll probably put that we'll put that channel in the description or whatever. But yeah, just to get into it. So, talking about Coach Collins. So first off, I have the utmost respect for Coach Collins. As far as as a person, he really gave me a warm welcome to college football. As he was real personable, as I am a preferred walk-on. So Coach Collins himself didn't really recruit me, but I was there in that summer, and he made an effort to talk to everybody on the team. He made an effort to be real good. We had genuine conversations. Within a week of me being on the campus and everything, he was a real player. He's the definition of what you call a player's coach, and that's why I think he had so much good success recruiting and everything. Yeah, like I said, I definitely just want to go lay the groundwork on him as a person. Y'all can speak on whatever as far as the coaching and the results he's had and ever, but I am going to stick up for him as far as, because he did, I did enjoy my experience with him here. So unfortunately, he was let go. I think it was the 4th week, and that is when Coach Key took over. And that was definitely an interesting time, because I don't know, obviously that's my first time going through a coaching change mid-season ever, and what y'all don't realize is y'all found out before we did. There was rumors speculating around, and you kind of figured, because it was the 3 straight 3-9 seasons, and then that loss to UCF specifically wasn't the prettiest, and it was just a trickle effect of a bunch. But nothing was ever confirmed. We all were just expecting to come to practice the next week or whatever. And then next thing ESPN is alerting that our coach had been fired. So we're all kind of texting each other, and surely it was a team meeting shortly after. And so that was kind of a crazy experience. And I just remember in that season, it was honestly, I love to see how the team kind of just came together and said, forget whatever is going on, forget what's going on in the media, forget all that, let's just be here and play, because we really have nothing to lose at this point. Coach Key was an interim coach, and so that was interesting changes around there. I remember, just a bunch of different coaching staff changes as far as GAs filling in certain things. So it was just an interesting dynamic for sure, because it was also instantaneous. It just sprung up on us. So yeah, I remember that's when that kind of the confidence came, because like I said, we had nothing to lose. And I think at that point, especially my class, although we were freshmen at the time, but kind of just, you could tell that we kind of took it as a fresh start to really changed the culture. And I think that's, and for the clickbait and the thumbnail, I think that is what was the most impactful change as far as why we've had success. And crazy, believe it or not, honestly, we were kind of disappointed in this season because we had the great wins or whatever, but we also had some losses that we should have won, and we easily could have been in the ACC championship, which would have got us a bid to the playoffs and everything. So I want y'all to know that we are disappointed in the season, and it's stuff like that is what I think was the biggest change. It was a genuine change in the mindset of because I don't want to down talk anything, but when I first got there, you could tell like nobody was okay with losing or whatever, but you could tell they kind of were used to it. It was kind of like that same feel, because I remember I went to a winning high school in Georgia. I went to North Gwinnett High School, for those who know, and so we won. And I remember my senior season, we actually underperformed, and it was a consistent bitter feeling every time we lost, just because we had been so used to winning, especially for years, especially since I first got to North Gwinnett and I was playing early. And then, it was a bitter feeling. I just don't think that I think Georgia Tech had kind of become accustomed to losing, and they lost that bitter feeling. So when you lose, it's hard to really get upset about it when you're doing it more often than not. You know what I'm saying? It was literally a repeating process. So, when Coach Key took over, I think that's when, it sparked from wherever, but we all were just something's got to change for real. So, we just started playing free, and then that's when I think we had that Pitt win, and really just playing together, because we looked around, we were like, man, we all we got, you know what I'm saying? And this is when we were getting all kinds of hate from the media and everything, so we basically had to completely blocked out the media and just stuck together, man. It was a fun experience for sure. And we thought we were going to a bowl game, came up short of that, but we were ready for a good next year, and the next year was good. As we did, we just really wanted to make a bowl game. We really wanted to go to the ACC that year as well, but we were kind of satisfied, because at this point our whole motto was just raising the standard. You know what I'm saying? Changing the standard. And that goes back to my point about how we really did change culture and really wanted to win more. But we really just wanted to change the standard and make it normal for Georgia Tech to win. We were kind of sick of Georgia Tech being called the team that everybody expects to lose. We just get disrespected in the media, disrespected for predictions and stuff. And don't get me wrong, we wouldn't care, we wouldn't be mad about that, but we just wanted to change it, and we realized we had the interesting approach to be able to change it. And then Coach Key, of course, has some good philosophies. He really did want to become a disciplined team. He wanted to become a more physical team and things like that. So they were true origins that we had got to and stuck to, and we realized early that they were going to be our bread and butter going through the season. That's why that whole run game physicality thing, I want y'all to know that was really ingrained and implanted. That is something that we wanted to focus on, and our practices and fall camps and all that were physical. It was a very high level of physicality, and trust me, I know, because I was 290 pounds in them trenches. But that we did just want to put an emphasis on physicality. And then I remember Coach Key would also do more certain things to kind of let it be more of a player-led team, and not only just be more player-led team. We would have certain meetings about changing our mindset, champions mindset, and just he really wanted to implement more of a culture from winning. And I don't know, I've never experienced Alabama, but from what I've heard, it is kind of Saban-like, and it seems like that Alabama, because Coach Key he was the offensive line coach for Coach Saban for a good amount of years, so it seems like he kind of is taking the recipe or the plan that was working and kind of put his own flavor on it and sprinkled it on us. So that was the thing that I got, or that's what I think had a big change too. Just it all started with mindset. It all started with culture. And Coach Key would put a heavy emphasis before games on just quiet confidence, and stop thinking that we would go into games now actually thinking we were going to win. And that's why I would tell people all the time we were going to beat Georgia this year, and they would say I'm crazy, but I would look at them genuinely serious, because it was such a confidence in the locker room that you know, we could play with anybody, because we had proved it too. Like we have had some very good games in these last 3 years, so we've proven that we are capable of playing with everybody. It's just stacking wins and being more consistent, and I think that's the next step for Georgia Tech, as the standard does keep raising. You know, I think everything got a lot more serious. You know, just weight room numbers were more serious and more improved across the board, just because competition was raising, and you know, especially with the transfer portal, we were getting some very competitive kids that were coming in, and it just elevated the competition as a whole and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this video rather short. Ain't no reason to keep talking and everything, but that is definitely my input, and y'all please be sure to stay tuned for that podcast, because I'm gonna definitely talk about some more of the insides. And let me know any questions y'all have in the comments, as I do want this to be dialogue, not monologue. I want to be able to talk to y'all, answer any kind of questions y'all have, because I realize I do have the unique ability and experience of playing football here. So definitely let me know any questions y'all have, any comments or anything. And with that, man, y'all just be good, be blessed. Peace.